In other news, United States of America has paused negotiations with Canada on a key water-sharing treaty. This as Donald Trump continues his threats on the northern neighbor. The Columbia River Treaty governs the use of one of North America's largest rivers, the Columbia. It provides for effective flood control, irrigation, hydropower generation and water supply, and also sharing between the countries. British Columbia's Energy Ministry has said that officials south of the border are conducting a broad review of the Columbia River Treaty. The treaty first came into effect in 1964. Well, under the terms of the 61-year-old agreement, Canada must control the flow of the Columbia River through its network of dams to ensure U.S. hydropower generators receive enough water. For its part, the U.S. must also give Canada half the additional potential hydroelectric power produced by dams, which it sells at market rate. Under former U.S. President Joe Biden, the two countries reached an interim deal on a new version of the treaty in July, ahead of its expiration deadline. And despite both the sides pushing to finalize a deal before Trump takes office, the final details of the treaty remain unfinished, with only a 3-year interim agreement in place. While the future of the Pact looks uncertain, either nation must give a 10-year notice before abandoning the deal. In recent weeks, Trump has taken an increasingly combative stance towards Canada, calling its border imaginary and threatening to tear up the treaties between the two countries. Amid threats of a diplomatic crisis and trade war, U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio is currently on a visit to Quebec, and he has said he is not planning to discuss Donald Trump's threat to take over Canada. The top diplomat has arrived for a 2-day summit with other foreign ministers from the G7 countries. When asked about Trump's repeated comments on making Canada the 51st U.S. state, Rubio said the 51st state plan is not on the G7 summit agenda. The visit comes after Trump repeated his desire to annex Canada earlier this week.